So I'm taking back to 2025.
Oh my word, we go retro.
And I'll lay this out, then I'll ask you. So there were 4 big things that happened. There was the Falcons who traded back into round 1 to get James Pearce Jr., Jags traded up for Travis Hunter, Packers traded for Micah Parsons, and Colts traded for Sauce Gardner. This all impacted their draft this year. If you were ranking them, what one is the most regrettable right now? I will tell you my ranking. You can then, so you have time to think about it.
Yes.
I have Jags, I think, is the most regrettable right now because Travis Hunter appears to have been moved to is just going to be a cornerback, which is fine, but if you're giving up that much capital that they gave up for him, it's interesting that now he's going to be a DB, and then the Jags doubled down on wide receivers in the draft and they traded for wide receivers, so I think that's done. I think the storyline that he can play both is done. I think the Sauce Gardner, because he was injured so much and he didn't have as much of an impact, because I know James Pearce Jr. has obviously his issues and he might be coming back this season, which is good. I hope he gets the help he needs and is also a good member in society. And then the Packers, Micah Parsons is the least regrettable because he was so impactful for the Packers and he just unfortunately had that injury and hopefully he won't have any going forward. So I have, Jags, Colts, Falcons, Packers in that order is most regrettable.
Yeah, I would probably have gone Falcons first.
So if James Pearce Jr. is on the field this year, though, is it regrettable? No.
I guess it depends what version of him comes back, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then probably Travis Hunter, but only because of the injury.
Yeah.
I watched him play, and he looked good. It's always hard, and it was said right from the start, right? Mm-hmm. Trying to play 2 positions in the NFL.
Do you think he's worthy of being the capital they gave up to get a DB? Is he worthy of
Not
that
for a
level
DB,
of DB?
no. You've got to be a wide receiver to be going at that.
Yeah, so then is it regrettable? Because he is going to be a DB this year.
I mean, it will be interesting to see what can... Because he... I think his primary position was wide receiver when I watched him play. He's a good DB, but I thought he was an excellent wide receiver. So to then put him back to DB, it kind of feels like a player that's not going to be there in 2 years' time.
That's what I mean.
And it probably feels like he's going to be a 4th-round pick or a 3rd-round pick for someone. And again, it's how you come back from the injury, right? So... Probably, given what you're saying, I would say he'd be number 2. Sauce Gardner's going to be good. Just disappointing impact, but moved to a Colts team that then fell apart in the second half. They fell apart all around the field. They were constantly chasing games when Jones got injured and stuff like that, and they were battling with a 45-year-old quarterback, so they could never really put a lot of pressure on teams. There was so much pressure on the defense to keep them in games.
Mm-hmm. I just think Micah Parsons
is, absolutely. He's got to be the least regrettable. Yeah. I think what's interesting as well, when people have been grading teams, they're kind of forgetting about the trades that were done before the draft. So they go to Denver and they go, but Denver traded down to the 3rd round and they picked... I'm like, they also picked Jalen Waddle at number 30.
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff that people have kind of forgotten about. Is that kind of they picked Jalen Waddle, the
draft
Bengals.
Grades and then you do off-season grades, which we will, in the next few weeks, get into our off-season grades, because there's definitely teams that I think had a great off-season overall that did not draft well.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Yes. So, yes, yes. And so, yes, I think it's been fascinating. A couple of my predictions, 6 wide receivers in the 1st round, got to 5. Yeah. Damn you, Kansas, for not going wide receiver. And then for the record amount of trades, got within 1 again. It was 8, and when it was previous was 9. So... I thought it was a fascinating draft, for considering when you got outside the top 12, the talent was then questionable, right? So I think it was fascinating for the way that teams went about it. But obviously the next big thing to come up is going to be the schedule release, which I'm looking forward to very much.
Yes, which we can rate the schedule release videos as well.
Absolutely. So that is pretty much the end of our show. So don't forget, as always, get on Facebook if you want to do the full food polls, YouTube to watch our studio versions, and on Instagram and TikTok to just watch us doing dumb, stupid stuff, but popular, dumb, stupid stuff. So that is the end of our show. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Darran Lees.
And I'm DT.
And we'll see you next Monday night.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to get more great content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell and you'll be first to get access to everything. Anyway, for now, we'll see you at the next down.